We are in the city of Dubrovnik in Croatia, and in the bottom left you can see the old city, which is why they call this the Pearl of the Adriatic. It has beautiful fortresses, castles, museums, and it's known for culture, beautiful islands and beaches. And you might even recognize some of the old city if you watch the show The Game of Thrones. So I would definitely recommend coming here if you have the chance. Now in the first video we talked about the 7 main chakras and their function, and in this video I want to talk more specifically about each one and how to bring health and vitality to them. Now each one of the chakras have their own specific location, color, and foods that can bring health to them. And we're going to take the 7 main ones and break them into 3 different groups. So we have our first group, which is the first 3 chakras, and those are your base or your foundation energies, or the lower energies. Then we have the mid energy of your heart and your throat, which is 4 and 5, and the upper energy, which is 6 and 7. And in this video, we're going to focus on the lower 3, which is the base or the foundation of which all the actions you take in your life are based on. So the root chakra is just below the base of the spine, and it's closely related to our body and how much at home we feel in our body and grounded in the life that we've created. It's also about our constitution, our health, and our security. Now, when this chakra is spinning properly, you feel grounded and secure and trusting of others and your surroundings. When it's closed or underactive, you feel ungrounded, unsafe, and stagnant. If it is overactive, you feel materialistic or greedy and resistant to change. And this chakra is also associated with career and finance. Now, if you're often tired or feel ungrounded or constipated a lot, you could have issues with this chakra that could lead to other health problems. So to balance the energies in this chakra, since its color is red, you could eat pomegranate or apples or beets. Since they all have roots into the earth, that can help to provide energy for this chakra. You could also try the Unity Breath meditation at theartofunity.com. Now, a lack of self-love can affect all of the chakras, of course, but especially this one. Now, moving up the line, we have the second chakra, or what's known as our sacral chakra, and that's located in our lower abdomen. And it's associated with the acts of giving and receiving, feeling pleasure, as well as passion and sexuality. Now, when this vortex is spinning properly, your feelings flow freely and you're emotionally available without being overly emotional. You have harmony with others, generosity, and creativity, including group creativity and selflessness, and you have no issues with your sexuality. When it's underactive, you feel isolated and alone and creatively blocked. And if it's overactive, it's someone who thinks about sex too much or is highly emotional or very sensitive. Issues here can cause problems in your reproductive organs, including pain, such as intense menstrual pain or fertility problems. Now, if you feel creatively blocked or have issues around sex or wish your sex life was very different, you could very well have an imbalance in this chakra. Now, since the color is orange, amongst many other ways, you can eat orange foods such as oranges as well as pumpkin and carrots, and those can give you the nutrients and energy you need here. Now, guilt and shame can affect all of your chakras negatively, but it especially resonates with this one. Now, moving up the line, we have our solar plexus chakra, or the third one, and that's just below your chest and above your navel. And when it's closed or underactive, you'll feel depressed or sluggish, have issues with self-worth, and feel out of control of your destiny. When it's open too wide, a person might feel domineering or aggressive. Now, people who push their emotions down into their stomach often have issues with this chakra, and that could cause problems with blood sugar or digestive problems such as ulcers and liver problems as well. Now, since the color of this chakra is yellow, you can eat yellow foods like bananas or yellow squash or yellow lentils. And you want to especially avoid sugar if you're having problems in this area. Now, self-judgment can affect all of your chakras, of course, but it's especially bad for this one. Now, these 3 lower energies are the basis for which all of the actions in your life are taken from. So, for example, if you feel unsafe or in a panic or are hungry or are not sleeping a lot, it's going to be very difficult for you to move into the upper energies of feeling compassion and understanding, empathy, and love for all other beings. So if a person has very little self-esteem, they might act in negative ways to prove themselves or just live in shame, both preventing higher energies from coming into their residence. So it's important to take a mind and body approach to getting into the higher spiritual energies as well. Now, where we spend our actions and most of our energy depends on so many different factors, including what we're doing, the mood we're in, the people we're with, and so much more. But where a person resides most of the time depends on the health of their mind and body, as well as their own evolution. So a negative action against someone could cause one person to feel compassion for others and still have love for themselves and others, or it could cause another person to recognize that as a threat to their own survival, or the survival of the image that their ego has created, causing them to act out aggressively. So understanding the energies of each of the chakras and what they represent can help greatly in your spiritual evolution. In our life or in our relationships, it's always better to come from a place of love and compassion rather than survival. And this standpoint should be taken for selfish reasons of our own contentment and satisfaction or happiness, because it always makes us feel better when we do that from our heart center. Even against people that are actually doing something negative towards us, if we come at them with compassion and understanding for their fears and why they're doing it, it puts us more in control and less of a victim. So if this is the same with any act, you can have sex from a standpoint of wanting to procreate or have control or power, or you can do it from your heart's energy and have a completely different and more satisfying experience. So how do you get out of living in your lower energies where most people are? First, you can have an understanding of why someone is there in the first place. The first three chakras are designed to create survival for your body and ego and its growth and reproduction. It is where most children reside, but most adults stay in these lower energies because most media, government, as well as big corporations are constantly beating up on the energy of these chakras. And why do they do that? Because they have more control over people who are in fear or needing to look a certain way. And that might mean voting for a certain political client or a political candidate, or taking a prescription drug, or just buying clothes that they want you to buy. They beat up on your safety, your self-esteem, your creativity, and your sexuality and your relationship to it. So the question to ask yourself here is, are you living in these lower energies? And if so, how can you have awareness of this system to help you evolve out of that? Now, one thing to be careful of while asking yourself that is to not have judgments of others. So it's one of the traps of spirituality that I notice when people start to evolve and want to improve themselves. It's easy to look at others and think that you're somehow better than them because of this. But it's the most judgmental people that I've noticed are not only the least evolved, but also the least content in their own life. So awareness of this system can help you to move out of it by just having awareness of your thoughts and your actions and the things that you're doing. And you can ask yourself, are they coming from a place of ego or of love? And having further awareness of the foods that you eat can also help with this, as sugar and processed and other unhealthy foods just keep you in the cycle of addiction, having you feel less in control of your body, less grounded, and less in control of your thoughts. So high quality plant-based food and pure water are the best for this. Also, exercise is great for the energy of your chakras, and most important, meditation and qigong are some of the best ways to create health in your chakras as well as your mind and body. And I have a full menu of both of those at theartofunity.com. And remember, no one energy center is any better than the others. It's just a matter of figuring out which one you're operating from that will bring you the most contentment in your life. So in the next video, we're going to talk about further how to get into your heart center and how that can bring you happiness and help you to find your path or purpose in life. So I hope this has been helpful for you. And for more videos on health and wellness related to mind, body, and spirit, don't forget to subscribe and check out the blog at theartofunity.com. Good luck with this.